Hey guys, it's Mike coming back with a special video today. Got a lot going on. Unfortunately, this will probably be a little longer video. I got back an SGC order that I've been waiting forever as usual, and I'm going to do a review on that. I got some of my recent mail that I've gotten in. We'll go through probably pretty quickly since I want to get to that reveal video and part of the video, and then I got a special item in for the Hank master list, um, where I'm trying to do a typeset for Hank for just about everything that's been issued. There's been one item that's been on eBay for, I guess, a few years now. At least it seems like it. Pretty pricey. Brian talked to the guy at the National, and he cut him a deal on a felt that you've seen in one of Brian's videos, and he knocked it off about half price. And this guy usually won't budge on anything. And I thought after the National, I thought, well, it might be a good time to ask him about this one item that I've been watching for years. And he did come down significantly on it. I guess he wants to start moving a few pieces, and I went ahead. It was a bunch, but I went ahead and pulled the trigger on it. Um, it's a food issue. It's a wrapper from a candy bar that was sold probably just in the Chicago area back in the late 30s, um, mid to late 30s, up through the probably early 40s, and I'll discuss all that when we get to it. I've only seen one or two of these Hanks over the years. One was kind of like just a portion of the wrapper where they cut out the picture and cut away most of it. And the other one, this one here is torn, but it is a candy wrapper. To get to the candy inside, obviously you had to tear the wrapper to get to it. So I don't think there should be any, unless somebody saved the candy wrapper with the candy in it, there should be none that's available like that. But we'll talk more about that once we get to it. So I hope everybody's doing great. And it's just been really exciting to get this stuff in. But let's go ahead and do the mail real quick. Um, let's see here. For Johnny, I got a few things in. Alan and Ginter, I got a rip card in, numbered to 50. No, I don't rip these, so I've got most of the rip cards going back to when they first started doing them. This is a really nice looking one. It's numbered to 50. I don't know how many are left. I assume at least half of them get ripped, maybe more. But I'll keep it just like that for my collection. From the Brooklyn collection from last year, I had this in, I think it's the 15 or 25, but this purple numbered to 5, it's numbered 5 of 5, which is obviously his jersey number. The Brooklyn collection, I think it's just an online thing. It wasn't sold in stores or anything like that. And this is the beautiful card. Not a well-used image of him at all that Topps used. I think the Brooklyn collection was known for using images they've had in there since the 70s and 60s. This is numbered 5 of 5. Beautiful autograph. Got it for a reasonable price, so I went ahead and got it. Most of these usually go pretty high because you had to pay a lot to get them offline, I think. So you don't see them too cheap usually. But I got a good deal on that. Out of this year's Topps, numbered to 5. This is out of Series 2. This is the 150 years of baseball. And it's the autograph version, numbered to 5. Needless to say, when it's a Topps Series 1 or 2 set, numbered to 5 items are, I mean, you just imagine how much product they made for this. So I was happy to pick this up for a reasonable price. Beautiful car. Nice auto. Of this year's Stadium Club, this is the photographer's proof. And looking at the odds on the back of the box, these are probably the hardest. They're not numbered, but based on the way other things are correlated that are numbered, I would estimate there's no more than 5 of these. It might be a one of one. It's just it's the odds of getting these photographer proofs are pretty rare. No more than 5, and it might be as lower, quite a bit lower than that. They all look the same to me. All these stadium clubs. I'm not for sure what makes this a photographer's proof besides the stamping on it. I'll have to compare it to a regular card just to see if the image is slightly better or something like that. But it's neat. Since they're not numbered, you can actually kind of get them for better prices just because people don't know sometimes. Got another one-on-one bench for the collection. I might have to go back. I've lost track on how many. I think I'm around 240. I could be wrong. It could be more than that. I think this is around my 240th one-of-one. The Salute was just a little non-autograph, non-relic set they did. It has probably, I think there's probably like 7 or 8 different numbered cards, and this is the one-of-one. So I need a couple, but it'd be easy to get now that that one's out of the way. And out of tribute this year, I'm slowly getting them. This is tribute to enshrinement with just a really nice picture bench on here. I think you might be able to hear my wife in the background. Just a great autograph, great design, great image. One of my favorite cards they've done this year or a lot of years for this. There we go. This one's numbered to 10. The red version. You can see the red around the edges. Beautiful card. I love that. And another tribute. This one is numbered to 10. They did a lot of subsets this year. This is the red version numbered to 10 also. This image is, you see this one's been used a few times. Beautiful design, red background with the Reds team, beautiful auto. Great card. Yeah, I was fortunate enough, they did signed printing plates for this issue. And of the 4 plates, 3 of them have been on eBay, and 2 of them have been buy it now, and they wanted like $200 or $300 a piece. This one actually went for auction at a weird time during the week. It ended, and I got this for a steal. But it is the black printing plate signed on there, no stickers on the print on the plate. So that is very cool. Which is the same as the pink, the red one I just showed. It's actually a reverse image though on the plate. So very happy to get that, especially at the price. And let's see here. I did get a Tier 1 Prime Performers. This is numbered to 10. I've got the one-of-one I showed on it when they first came out this year. This is the silver ink numbered to 10. Very cool. Knocked out the Tier 1 also. That'll do it for the modern bench. I got 2 Hank pieces. One's a variation. This is the 1946 Propagandas Montiel, Los Reyes del Deporte. It's an SPSA slab, which it won't be for a whole lot longer. And it's a pour. The reason I got it though is that it's a variation. The border on this one is in yellow all the way around, solid yellow. Most of the other ones, I've only seen a couple like this where most of the borders are kind of ornate. It's got a design to the gold around the player, and I noticed one that sold a while back that I think this is it actually because it had a tear in it like this one does. And they bought it raw, and I thought I've never seen one with just the yellow border around it with this solid yellow without being the ornate design. And apparently someone else bought it and they slabbed it with PSA and put it up for sale. And gotta give them credit; it earned them whatever it cost them to slab it. They sold it for I bought it for almost $50 more than what it sold for on eBay. But very cool to get variations, to be a completist with that. Trying to do that Hank set as a, I do bench as a, I'm working on a Topps master set for bench. And for Hank, I'm just working on a master set for him, just everything. And maybe I'm getting pretty far along on that. I'm getting down to some really rare stuff, like the one piece I'm going to show you. Now this one Brian's already shown everybody. It's really weird. The, the sports stamps, we've known of a Detroit Times sports stamp and a Pittsburgh Sun. They were newspapers that ran these stamps in the newspaper. You just cut them out of the newspaper. And Brian and I have been buddies for a long time now, and we've never, in the last, an auction, I can't remember which auction house it was, they had a set of these Washington Herald sports stamps. And I won the auction, and I'm going to send this off to SGC to get a slab for my set. This is the third newspaper stamp that we know of, which is Detroit, Pittsburgh, and now Washington Herald. And I'm going to get this slab. What was crazy about it, though, is this is the first time Brian and I have ever seen this one. About a month, or less than a month after the auction ended, and I got these. I think I had 95 different Washington Herald sports stamps, and a scrapbook just popped up on eBay that Brian bought that had like 55, I think, with the Hank in it. So 2 or 3 months ago, that was an unknown issue to both of us, and now we both have one. So that worked out really well. So now we're going to get on to the SGC order. And it's already been 13 minutes. So I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and end this video. And that'll be my regular mail day video. Get you caught up on that. And then we'll go to the other 2 pieces in the next video. Because I'm sure this is going to be well over a half hour if I continue at this pace. But thanks for watching, and if you were interested, I got the SGC order in and a very, very rare Hank Greenberg paper item in. And I'll talk to you on the next video. Thank you.